Welcome back to RedIn30, where we make you red in 30. Literally, I am DM. I got the homies with me. Rodney, you here?
Konnichiwa.
EJ, you here?
That's what I want to say.
Hey, what you want to say now? Just say it again.
You said it wrong. Konnichiwa.
This is RedIn30, we make you red 30. Literally, RedIn30 is a 30-day reading of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We believe in the entire Bible. We believe the Bible is a story about who we are, but we believe the red words tell us who we really are in the story. When we talk about the red words, we're talking about the words of Jesus, the Christ. All we're talking about is Jesus, truth, and you all using
Red words.
red words. And so we're here. Y'all know how we do it. We start off with some music. And I like this song. This is a song me and my baby Shanice have been like, this is our jam right now. And so I've been playing it over and over again. But I like this song because it kind of speaks to what we're talking about today. Go ahead and play it. It's called Love Spot.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like a laugh on the track.
My mind all the time thinking about you. Thinking about you. Us. My mind all the time thinking about you.
Shout out to Carlin. Go.
Can't believe you and me, it's a dream. Look at me, heartbeat on the string. Never leave, staying where I want.
That's my jam, boy.
All my best thoughts is when I'm thinking about you. I start feeling invincible. Love starts filling up in my soul. I'm up and I'm never going low. I'm in my love spot when I'm thinking about you. Us. My mind all the time thinking about you. Oh yeah. The loving I let it flow. Don't hide it, we let it show. Let it glow. Don't stop it, just let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. All others I let them go. Let them go. I'm never leaving and that's for sure. Yeah. Can't believe you and me, it's a dream. Look at me, heartbeat on a string. Never leave, staying where I wanna be.
Yeah.
All my best thoughts
It's when I'm thinking about you.
I start feeling invincible.
Yo.
Love starts filling up in my soul. Yeah. I'm up and I'm never going low. I'm in my love spot when I'm thinking about you. Us.
So simple.
My mind all the time thinking about you. Oh yeah. My mind all the time thinking about you. Oh yeah. Can't believe you and me, it's a
I can do
dream.
that.
Look at me,
You can do that?
heartbeat on a string.
Do what we gonna do on the music stuff.
Staying where I wanna be. All my best thoughts is when I'm thinking about you. I start feeling invincible. Love starts filling up in my soul. I'm up and I'm never going low. I'm in my love spot when I'm thinking about you. My mind all the time.
Boy, she needs to be cheesed out when I turn this on, boy. Be cheesed out. She be looking around, trying to see where the voice coming from. For the speakers.
My mind all the time thinking about you. Oh yeah.
That's my jam. It's Love Spot, and I guess Love Spot is kind of indicating of. Can I tell y'all something I heard this morning? So I'm in the car, and I don't know what thought led to this, because if you know me, I don't do devotion time. I know it's like blasphemy.
Right.
He's a heathen. No, I don't really do the whole devotion time thing, or like having devotion time set apart. I don't really do that because I believe all my time is devoted. I believe all my time should be devoted, right?
Thanks.
I believe that my life is a devoted life. So if I do a devoted time, then it's like I understand time. Don't get me wrong. Understand it. I get it. But if I did a devoted time, then what is the rest of the stuff that I'm doing? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that all my moments belong, even when I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? My mind all the time think about you like that. And when I'm always thinking about the Father or that God in me, when I'm always thinking about this, when I got my mind all the time, then it becomes my love spot. What's love?
Identity.
All right, so now it's my identity spot. It's the spot that I'm identified in. That's dope. I never thought about that. I didn't think about it writing this song. That's crazy. I like having these conversations because it comes out while you're talking, but it becomes my identity spot. I'm in the spot of my identity when I'm thinking about you because you are who I am, and I'm who you are. So this morning. So back to it. Y'all know me. I don't really know how this stuff comes sometimes because it's not like I'm like, Lord, give me a word, or you know what I'm saying. I need a revelation from the Father, and it's none of that for me. I just wake up. And I'm kind of moving, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep myself in a position where I might not jump on Instagram at first, but let me not be super deep. A lot of mornings I do. Keep it a buck. Don't fill your mind with the media and the man. Listen, I've got on Instagram as soon as I woke up. I didn't turn music on as soon as I woke up, but that doesn't tell me whether God can show me something or not.
Right.
So the traditional ways, y'all get what I'm saying? And the dogmatic rule. I get in my truck and I'm really trying to trace in my mind where this comes from. But all I hear is embrace the space you occupy. And I shot like 2 videos on my phone. Y'all know how we be when we trying to shoot a video for Instagram and we be like trying to get the right light.
Yeah.
And you kind of tilting. I don't want to see like I'm tilting and stuff, and I'm turning towards the camera and I'm kind of doing the light skin thing.
Got to squint.
Yeah, you gotta you know what I'm saying? So I shot the 2 videos and they probably pretty cool and I probably will put them out or whatever. But I was like, man, let me just go ahead. When I text you, I said, let me just go ahead. We need to go ahead and shoot a RedIn30 and talk about this. Because he says, embrace the space you occupy. And I said, well, I'm trying to figure out, it's like, embrace the space that you're occupying right now. And then the first thing I thought about was, and we could talk about it, and I guarantee you can attest to what I'm about to say. If it's really it's almost like that's our favorite scripture, right? And like in your patience,
Possess your soul.
Possess your soul is like it's over like the course of the Bible. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Like he's trying to put you in a certain mode because if you're not embracing the space that you occupy right now, you may be missing out on the life that's trying to happen at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But isn't it doesn't seem like life always has us moving?
Yep.
Gotta be here on time. You gotta go over here. And I'm not saying everybody quit everything and stop using your watches. No, I get what it is. I understand what time is, and I understand the systems and all that. But at some point, I've got to transcend and not let those things be the foundation of my function.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
I can use them as a tool. I can observe them, and I can flow and work with them. But I realize that they are tools and things to be used and things to function in, but not to be my function.
Yeah.
Be your identity.
It's not my identity. It's not who I am. You get what I'm saying? And so embrace. So what's the statement? Embrace the space that you occupy. And what I realize is, if I'm not embracing the space that I occupy, something is always trying to rush me to another place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Y'all be able to feel it. Like you watching this, y'all will be able to understand when it's happening to you. See, a lot of times with things, the reason we can get tricked or deceived is because we don't realize it's happening to us.
Yeah.
My wallet got stolen, a few days ago. And then a couple of days after, it was recovered. It's unheard of for your wallet to get. And all my cards was there, and nothing was used. Like, I know why it happened. And I know it happened because that night it happened. I was upset, and probably if something happens, if somebody was around at the moment, it went down.
Right.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. But But then I realized, and I said, you know what? I said, I forgive him. I had about $150 in the wallet
Shout
with my
out to that
cards.
guy.
Shout out to that guy. You know who you are. You're going to see this. And I said, you know what? I forgive him. And I can remember they sue you for your coat, give them your cloak also.
Yeah.
The good one. I'm listening. So this is my opportunity. This is what I call OFD. This is opportunity for denial, right?
tough.
Like this is my opportunity
That's tough.
to deny myself. So you got to recognize them. But if I'm not occupying the space that I'm in, then boy, when I find them, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Or man, if I woulda,
You occupy a space that don't exist.
I'm occupying spaces that don't exist.
Yep.
They're either foregone conclusions. I should have locked my door, and now I feel guilty because I feel I feel irresponsible.
Right.
Yep.
But bygones be bygones. What, like, you know what I'm saying? What can I do about it? So I occupy the space that I'm in, and occupying the space that I'm in says, you know what? Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Forgive us our debtors as we forgive us our debts
Yep.
as we forgive our debtors. You know what I'm saying? You say, well, what debt I had? I ain't never stole. I probably stole some stuff before. I probably stole some hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like I done stole.
Right.
So forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So it's my job. So I said, you know what? I forgive them.
Yeah.
I felt violated, but I forgive them. I said, I even said that. I got home. I told Nakia, I said, you know what? I said it's to the point to where if I found out who it was, I said I'll give them another $150.
Boom. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I meant it. I meant it. I didn't come up. It wasn't this make an announcement in church and this false humility, false forgiveness. It wasn't none of that, bro. I was at my house with my wife and my child. Nobody was in there, and I said, you know what? I said no announcement. I ain't put it on Instagram. Somebody threw we do the photo op. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think occupying the space that I'm in allows God to begin to do what He wants to do in that space. Now, I don't know how they did it or what, but 2 days later, I'm sitting on stage in a service, and I get a call and says, you need to come down to the police station to identify if this is your stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, usually the police station ain't going to find your stuff.
Yeah.
A wallet,
Right.
they're not about to find that. I mean, how many times that happens?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the odds of 2 days later, 3 days later, and all your cards are in there. One card was American Express. You can go on a shopping spree with that because they wasn't going to ask you nothing if you swipe American Express. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, none of my cards use none of that. It's 3 days. Mm-hmm. That's unheard of, bro. But it's because so my wallet gets stolen. You know what I'm saying? And that happens, and I have a chance and have to figure out what I'm doing in that moment. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's occupy the space of change, but you can really get upset, turned about something, and now you become displaced in your space. And that's the word I want to say. I think it's something that hadn't even happened yet. It's either foregone conclusion or you taking thought for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. When you talk to Jesus, he's talking, and I say when you talk to Jesus because you're really talking to him when you read words. He's really keeping you in that space because this is where the life of God and the power is flowing. Yep. There's two words: displaced and deferred. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll give you another one. I'm hearing them displaced, deferred, and detoured. See, I can be detoured or be thrown off of my direction when I'm all right. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been driving and you were looking at something out the window instead of looking at the road? What happens?
Hit a deer.
You hit a deer?
Okay.
You hit a deer for real?
Not me, but the person that was driving.
Yeah, they hit a deer, right. Mm-hmm. Or you, whatever direction you're looking in, you start veering in that direction because you're all right, your vision, right, will a lot of times attract your direction. Mm-hmm. So seek ye
first. Yeah.
Because if you can seek first the kingdom of God, then that's always the acknowledgement of all your ways. Now,
right.
That's what you're trying to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll end up veering, and now you're detoured, and now whatever God wants to happen now faith is right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Whatever He wants to happen now, it becomes deferred.
Right.
And it becomes deferred because you've not embraced the literal space you occupy. Now here's another thing, and I want to say that we had a conversation yesterday. Remember I asked y'all like, what would the 20-year-old you do with $2 million? That's a good question for y'all. Like and some of y'all might be 20 right now, so that's cool. But like, what would the younger, maybe immature, maybe not, if I, you say if I knew what I knew now,
Yeah.
what would they do with what you consider to be the thing, right? And I think that if I don't embrace the space that I'm in, then like I'm saying, I begin to defer and want something to happen, and I miss out on what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Y'all get me? Yep. Like if I had those things that I was trying to, that my mind went displaced on in another time, in another place, in another tax bracket, in another relationship, in another whatever, if I had been able to be that place or bring that place into where I was right then the moment that God was having with me in that moment would have never happened.
Yep.
That makes sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's embrace, occupy the space that you're in. Can you think? I put in my phone how many unoccupied spaces I've allowed to happen in my life.
Can't drive on two highways at the same time.
You can't drive into it. The old school say you can't chase two rabbits at once because you ain't gonna catch none.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, like how many learning moments did I not learn from? Because I just didn't occupy the space that I was in. I didn't embrace the space.
Right.
How many training and it could have been that the thing that I was deferring for was trying to happen now.
Yep.
But because my mind and my thoughts are on tomorrow, my soul is on tomorrow, he's trying to operate through my soul as a channel for right now. But I took it and I hooked the holes onto tomorrow. You know, the water hose, I hook it to tomorrow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When he's trying to flow.
Right now.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So whether I like where I am or not, embrace the space that you occupy. Now, this is not a conversation where you stay into an abusive situation or where you don't desire better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those things. It's not a lackluster mediocrity where it's like, well, I don't have to do anything. It's not that. But it's because I'm here, and if I were to be somewhere else, that's where I would be. But because I'm here, I'm going to embrace that space. And I have to take that mentality of embracing the space that I occupy. This is it. Like it's like trying to breathe over there, but you're sitting right here.
Right.
So I can't breathe. I can't breathe over there. I can't breathe in the next room. I have to breathe in the place that I'm in. Occupy
The space.
You see what I'm saying? I embrace the space that I'm occupying. You get it? And when I embrace the space that I'm occupying, I think a lot of faith and a lot of, and this could go so many different ways. I think when we do RedIn30, when we talk, it's too what you want to say? You want to say something?
Now faith is.
That's it. Now faith is. And it's, watch this, it's the substance of things.
Hope for.
Now that seems, hope is in,
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
right? And the evidence of things.
Not seen.
So you don't see it, but the faith has to be now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is the conversation. Jesus, I don't. Y'all remember? There's one where he told him. He said, "Don't take no script, no purse."
Yep.
He said, "You're gonna know what to say when it's time to say it." What that's because if you rehearse it, then you might say something that ain't fresh.
Right.
If I gotta rehearse it, I had a homeboy. Shout out to Scott, man. I had a homeboy, and he hit me up. Scott hit me up, and he take. We just talking. He said, "Man, how you prepare? You know, when sometimes you minister in church or whatever." And I said, "Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you." I said, "I don't." That don't sound like good advice, dude.
Depending on who asking.
Scratch that, redacted. Right? That don't sound like good advice. Or you shouldn't give that. And I'm like, I don't. The old phrase is, if you stay ready, you ain't never gotta.
Get ready.
You know what I'm saying? And this is how I described it to him, that I don't prepare for a message. I am a prepared message. Now, I gotta say it again.
Yeah.
I don't prepare
The message is
for a
live.
message. I am
Yep.
a prepared message. God has been preparing me as the message. the whole time. So whenever I'm allotted to have to deliver a message or have to or one-on-one with somebody or something that has to happen, I am a prepared message already. I read, I study, I read things. So that's not what I'm saying, but I'm not preparing for a message. I'm being a prepared message.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm a prepared message and a messenger in the same time.
Yep.
So because of this, I'm not figuring out what we're gonna say next.
Right.
But y'all know this right now.
Right.
Y'all is my witness. EJ, you right here, right here. Rodney, you right here. Did we talk about this before we started this pod?
Nope.
Not at all.
Y'all, you know what I was coming to talk about. I just said hit record, and usually this is how it is, but it becomes it's more real this way because some of the things start flowing out, and I literally heard that this morning. Embrace the space that you it's like there's so many things that we don't embrace.
Yeah.
Because we're in a race to get somewhere else.
Right.
Displacement.
Right.
It's displacement. I'm trying to hurry up and go to the next level. Mm-hmm. I got to get to the new, whatever, the next mission, the next, and it's like I know something's coming next. Wait, but what is it?
Embrace the space.
But embrace the space you occupy, and then expect the fresh, and wait until you see what happens next.
Yep.
It's so simplifying.
Right.
Just wait until you see what happens next, because next is coming regardless, right?
Facts.
But this, you ready for this? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. But the seed that you don't plant now, right? An unsown seed is an unseen harvest. But a sown seed can tell me what tomorrow looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to occupy. The greatest definition of occupying the space that you're in are plants.
Yep.
Yeah. Rooted and grounded.
They occupy the space and they make the most of the space that they're in, and they stay there. They don't. We walk around and they stay there.
Yeah.
And the way that they spread, right, is by growth and multiplication. Because now, watch this. You come on, basic anatomy of a tree. It grows. Now it's doing like it's spreading underground already, but nobody sees the spread underground.
Right.
Grows up, branches come out. Pick up what kind of tree we got. Apple tree, leaves, branches, apples, right, that are further out from the original tree trunk, original implantation place. And those apples, people gonna eat them. It's good for eating and all that stuff like that. But then if they drop, those seeds are planted just a few feet away. But now it's expansion.
Yep.
Now it's growth. You get what I'm saying? The trick that we've learned is you got to move around. That's why no matter, you got to move around. You got to do all, and that's keep you shuffling.
Right.
And you never stay planted anywhere in order to grow anywhere. Embrace the space that you occupy. And so because the trees do this, God brings the resources to them. Yep. The rain, the sun, they're actually surrounded by it. The rain, the sun, they're actually surrounded by it.
Everything they need.
You get it? So you have to embrace the space that you occupy. Now, sometimes embracing the space that you occupy is, hold on, let me calm down, because maybe I'm in a space and I'm deceived about the space that I'm in.
Right.
Maybe this is not the space that's meant for me to occupy next, or I shouldn't be occupying this space, but I got to embrace it in order to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? I got to embrace it in order to have the will of God and the know-how and the power of God to be able to change spaces. I'm planted in the wrong place.
Right.
And it's possible sometimes, but it doesn't happen until you embrace the space you occupy. Sometimes you're in a space, and if you embrace the space that you occupy, and I keep saying it because I want it to be in your head, if you embrace the space that you occupy, you realize that maybe God is trying to do something in that space that hadn't been done before.
Right.
And trying to change that ground where you are, but you so busy trying to get out of it. You so busy trying to get away from it that you can't even see what he's trying to do right there. You get what I'm saying? Oh, that's Mary boy. Ain't he from Nazareth? They're trying to downplay him. That's like where we all from. You know what I'm saying? Where you from?
Class.
Where you from?
Bertrandville.
Come on.
They say it.
He don't even want to say it. No, that's real. 'Cause somebody watching is gonna be like, boy, where Bertrandville at? Right?
Yeah.
And then they be going to call that the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Geisman, like a geyser. Like I'm like and they say, well, that boy ain't he from Bertrand? Ain't he from Geisman? That boy from the place. Can any good thing come out of Geisman?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so they try to, but embracing the space that you occupy. And can I go further? And we probably won't have time to really get into this. We'll do another pod about this, right? Come on. Take a deep breath, right? Right? You ready? You ready? Breathing in and breath is the epitome of filling the room.
Yeah.
Filling a space. Like you literally expand. And when you take the breath in, there's something about our lungs that are expanding, expelling. So when you bring the air in, I can't get into it, but you're expelling the oxygen to all the blood that you need. There's something about your lungs that's doing this. Right. You're expanding yourself. Come on, Lila. You're literally expanding, right? But then it's almost like it's experimentally, like you do a science experiment. That's the only word I'm seeing right now. It's expelling what's needed from you.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? Through that whole process, but breathing in literally is occupying. It's when breath and oxygen occupies a space. So watch this. I want you to use what you feel physically, and I want you to catch it soulishly and understandingly that greater is He that is.
Amen.
Lo hill on that the kingdom of God is. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. See the ends?
Yeah.
The ends is so you occupying the space. You're embracing the space that you occupy.
Right.
And right now,
right.
you know, there's levels to this. There's layers and levels, and it can be, you know, right now when you hear embrace the space you occupy, you're like, man, well, I don't like my job. Oh, man, I don't like my relationship. Oh, man, I don't like my financial bracket. Oh, man, I don't like my health. Oh, man, I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, cool. All those things are cool, but embrace the space that you occupy, right? But I'm not just talking about embracing your job. I'm actually talking about embracing.
Space.
Thanks, God. You said you unfold that thing. Yeah. You actually when you embrace the space, like if I embrace you, then I have you very close to me. We almost breathe in the same breath. I can smell you. I know if you start talking, I hear you so clear. It's as close we get with the embrace. And when I begin to embrace the space this is the space that I occupy, and then from this space, when I walk out of here, the next room will be the space that I'm occupying. But I'm embracing this space first.
Yeah.
In your patience.
Possess your soul.
Yeah. You get it?
Yep.
You get it? Let this mind be in you.
Yep.
Yeah, you get it? It's embracing the space that you're occupying.
Right.
And I can't go into this again too, and we'll talk about it another time. But let's keep it a buck. We just live in here.
Yep.
All this is on loan in the first place.
Right.
The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they dwell in it. We're just living here. He's allowed us to. This is His body. I didn't do anything to create this body.
Right.
I can do things to reformat it and whatever, but it's still His.
Right.
That's why we even got to be mindful of all that.
Right.
Because it's His. And I'm occupying this space that I don't know all of it. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I don't know what the whole grand scheme is, but I know that I was breathed into this and became a living soul.
Right.
I was birthed into this. Some put me into this. And so I'm occupying the space that I'm in. And then when I do that, I embrace the space that I'm occupying. And then when I do this, you begin to see all of the gifts and all of the things that are truly in you.
Right.
Not the ones that the system is trying to condition you towards for their benefit. You get me? But the ones that are really in you, and just like branches and fruits out of a tree, so the same thing will come out of us. But you don't know what you got in you until you embrace the space that you occupy. This has been RedIn30, guys. Like, subscribe, share, tell somebody about it. Watch some of the other videos. We're going to play the song again. This is Love Spot. And so now you can understand why Love Spot, the space, is important. to get
Embrace the space.
it. Embrace the space.